If there's any question that TikTok does not own the social media landscape and that Shopify makes it really easy to sell online, well, here's further evidence today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. The idea is simple. Every day, Monday through Friday, I go live for about 10 minutes. We talk about digital marketing, among other things like how to look good, how to feel good, how to smell good. And in the process, I reveal the hidden secrets of the universe at no extra charge. You're welcome. My name is Sean Allen Fenn. I'm the founder of Save New Media. And I work with a digital marketing agency named Pipeline Communications. We get our partners double their ideal customers in half the time. We won't work harder than you will, but we do have access to 70 million more of your ideal customers than any other digital marketing agency. If that's relevant to you, click the link in the description. If not, don't worry about it. All right. Today is about TikTok. It's about what's really happening, how to go viral, how it's really happening. All right. People want to go viral so bad with their content. And I don't blame them. We're here because we have this urge to communicate, to talk to each other, to connect with people, to sell, to make friends, all kinds of things. The human condition is a mystery, but there are some things that we know for sure, and that's what I want to talk about today. All right. Do you want to know how to go viral? Okay. Before I tell you, here's the deal. I'm going to talk about how Shopify and TikTok are working together so that you can easily buy more Kylie cosmetics, or you can buy those cat toys that are filled with catnip. It's very easy for you now to do that. Okay, so before I do have a couple commercials that I get out of the way because these are things that I actually like and that I recommend. Number one is brain fog. You should cancel brain fog. We don't need it anymore. There is a way to think better and to use more of your brain more often besides getting sleep and eating well. I went on this journey a few years ago. I I remember when I was such an idiot. You probably think I'm an idiot now. Probably think I'm dumb now. You should have seen me back then, before I discovered that I was getting all mixed up, and I didn't have to be so mixed up. I didn't have to be so unfocused. Was My memory was so bad. I couldn't remember what I was doing the day before. I couldn't remember names and phone numbers. I had to do something about it. So I went on a journey to discover what I could do. I discovered that diet has a lot to do with it. Sleep has a lot to do with it. I need 8 hours of sleep. It's the way I am. Some people can run on less sleep, but I can't. And that's one thing. Cutting out the garbage is another thing. Also, be careful about what you put in your mind, because you're garbage in, garbage out. All right. So there are, besides the obvious things, the less obvious things are being aware of how your brain plays tricks on you. And I'm going to explore this, what I think. I don't know. I don't have any evidence. It's just my suspicion and my hypothesis that I think the algorithm, the technology, I don't know. You guys tell me. But the technology behind TikTok is, I don't want to say devious, but it is psychological. There are there's something going on where there is a psychological effect that makes it addictive, and they're doing it on purpose to keep viewers so you watch more. I'll explain why and how it works in a minute. But I'm going to quickly mention, if you need help thinking better, I have something for you. Effing clarity, effing focus. These are supplements that work. There's a link in the description if you want to think more clearly. This is a great effective supplement. Effing focus, help you focus. There's a link in the description for that. Okay, these are products that I use, and I like them, and they're good, and I notice a difference when I don't take them. And I can tell. So, um, the the other couple of commercials I just wanted to get out of the way. One of them is actually about my new podcast. All right. The new podcast is called The Fen Den. It's a podcast that I brought back. I started doing it again. Go to safenewmedia.com/podcast. The new episode is coming out tomorrow, where I interview an entrepreneur who who is getting started in the beauty business. She has a great product. Check it out. safenewmedia.com/podcast. There's not a lot there on the site yet, but it's new. That's why they call it new media, because it's new. All right. Also, I do want to hear from you guys. So text me but you have to text HSRL to 917-231-9054, or else I will ignore you. HSRL stands for Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. If you want to go deep, talk further about anything, correspond with me in that way. You can get a hold of me. 917-231-9054. Fees may apply. If you are looking for a good mobile network, I recommend Visible. You can get started for $5. All right, I lost my camera. My camera's going in and out. Sorry, guys. All right. So those are my commercials. Also, the big one is about Shopify. You can get started with Shopify. I've helped people build Shopify stores, and there's a link in the description for that. My friends watching on behind the scenes here on Instagram at Safe New Media, click the link in the bio if you're a business interested in getting more customers. All right. So here's what I think is happening. Now, it's first of all, it's great that Shopify is is connected with TikTok. I think that's a good thing for those who sell on Shopify and for the customer, because it's making it easy for you to get the products. It's helping smaller sellers, relatively smaller, not major stores, but individuals who are selling, and smaller companies and big companies. Kylie Cosmetics is a big company now. And the amazing thing is that almost entirely using social media, she built a business. Of course, it doesn't hurt to be famous, but hey, if you can do it, go for it. So here's how to go viral. Here's what, I don't know. You guys tell me how to program. Let me switch cameras for a second. All right. So what the brain wants is, it's a thing called, do you want to know what it is? I'll show you an example of this. Someone who does it really well. What I'm gonna tell you is a secret that actually comedian Conan O'Brien doesn't want you to know. He has a formula for being funny. And if you can program this into your social media app, into like TikTok programs and encourages, I don't know, what's the terminology? I'm not the tech genius here, but the synaptic play is is a phenomenon where your brain connects seemingly unrelated ideas in a surprising way, okay? And it forms a new idea. Okay, so here's an example that I want to show you. Comedian Conan O'Brien does this really well. Okay, here's a tweet from August 23rd. Waiting for FDA approval before I take the milk crate challenge. Did you guys see that? Miss that? I thought that was so funny. Waiting for FDA approval before I take the milk crate challenge. Of course, you can hear him saying it in his voice, and he's funnier than me. But I thought this was so great. Like, this is an example of synaptic play, connecting two seemingly unrelated things and making it into something funny. So, FDA approval, milk crate challenge. If you don't know what's going on, like there's this trend that people are walking on milk crates and making and falling over themselves. And it's hilarious. All right. But that's that's an example of what's happening, okay? It's novelty. Novelty. The brain wants novelty. I want to switch cameras back. See if I'm good with this with my other camera in here. All right. The brain wants novelty. The brain wants curiosity. The the information gap. You hear that pause? You're like, what did he just say? The information gap. Like Inquirer, remember Inquirer? Is that still a thing? The tabloid paper? They said inquiring mind wants to know. Inquiring mind wants to know. Remember the Inquirer? Anybody? Whatever. Anyway, the trick that even the news does this. The news probably is the worst or the best, or they do this the best. I don't know if it's terrible, but fear. They use fear headlines. They want to get a reaction out of you, and they're trying to use fear. They're trying to use pleasure. They're trying to use delight. So the algorithm is doing this. It's programmed. I'm convinced that TikTok is like tracking everything and anticipates what you're going to think before you even know. It's just my theory. I don't know. Whatever. I got to wrap it up. I got a lot of work to do. So thanks for watching. All I ask is that you subscribe, comment, let me know what I can do to be more delightful. And even if you have something bad to say, even if you hate this and you hate me, tell me and say my name and share it with everyone. That's all I ask. Okay? If you don't like me, tell me why and tell everybody why and say my name. And if you do like me, then I like you too. I like you anyway. All right. My goal is to get some new haters. I think that'd be fun. All right. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up now. Appreciate you guys. I have spoken.